Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
Welcome to this, Your Daily 180. We're talking about the certainty of judgment for the faithful child of God. It's not something that the faithful child of God needs to think about in a sense of dread or as a horrible day. I was at a youth rally years ago, and the youth were given a couple of questions to go around and ask everybody. And they asked about Judgment Day. They said, if you knew that today was Judgment Day, what would you do? Me and my wife looked at each other and said, well, I guess we'd be here. A bunch of the young people and other people said, oh, I would repent, I would, and they had all these answers about horrible things that they needed, to get right in their life. But the reality is, for the faithful child of God, we don't dread Judgment Day. As a matter of fact, in 1 John chapter 2, I want you to look at verse number 28. Listen to what John has to say. And now, little children, abide in Him, that when He appears we may have confidence and not be ashamed before Him at His coming. Have you ever thought about that great and wonderful day as a wonderful day, the day of judgment, as something where you have great confidence? You're not trying to hide in the corner as if you could. You're not just wringing your hands saying, boy, I hope it's a good outcome. No. The reality is, this is the day you've been living for. Look over at 1 John chapter 4 and verse number 17. He says, love has been perfected among us in this, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Isn't that an amazing thing? He talks about judgment, and he talks about having confidence. He talks about having boldness, that when Judgment Day comes, we're not just wringing our hands thinking, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? Isn't this a wonderful day? This is what I've been living for. This is what I've been waiting for. If you're a faithful child of God, that's the way you can approach Judgment Day. Now, you need to ask yourself, do I know God? Have I been faithful to Him? 1 John 2 and verse 3 says, now by this we do know that we know Him. How? If we keep His commandments. If you've been endeavoring to do those things, if you've been endeavoring to practice those things which God has laid down, then you can look forward to judgment. There's no such assurance for those who have not. We invite you to join us again tomorrow for your daily 180 Bible study.